The Port Authority of Jamaica is in the process of establishing a Port Community System (PCS). It's a system designed to create greater efficiency in business processes and increased competitiveness of our industry players. The neutral and open electronic platform will provide for reliable round-the-clock access to business transactions at the ports. The system will also allow for effective tracking, tracing, and surveillance of cargo by stakeholders associated with transshipment activity. And where time is of the essence and reducing cost a priority to compete, the PCS is a saving grace. To successfully import items, shipping agents need to first send a cargo manifest to the Port Community System. This is simply a document detailing all the content in a cargo, ownership, and other information on the shipper and receiver. Once Customs approves the submission, the PCS will distribute the manifest to the terminal operator and other government agencies. The importer will pay the shipping agent the applicable freight charges, after which a shipping agent release or validated bill of lading is generated and stored electronically in the PCS. For commercial cargo from importers who have been granted all the required permits and licenses, the customs broker will then submit a declaration C87 form to the customs Asikuda. A notification will be sent to the client or broker to pay the relevant taxes and fees. The customs broker or the importer also needs to pay storage and handling costs for the shipment to generate a terminal release. This is paid to the terminal operator and is also stored in the PCS. Having generated the validated bill of lading, customs release, and terminal release documents, the PCS then generates a final gate pass release. The Port Community System will also send notifications to the importer that the shipment is ready for pickup. In the case of exporting, the exporter, customs broker, or freight forwarder will use the PCS to make a booking request to the shipping agent. The export process starts once the shipping agent sends the booking confirmation along with container number to the PCS. The PCS will then generate the empty release instruction and submit it to the terminal, while empty pickup instructions are sent to the selected freight forwarder. The freight forwarder must then identify the trucker responsible for picking up the empty container. In order to gain access to the terminal and pick up the empty container, the trucker makes an appointment within the trucking appointment system. Once the appointment is validated, a notification is sent to the shipping agent, the trucker, and the freight forwarder. The trucker can then proceed with this appointment to pick up his empty container from the terminal. Once collected, the terminal operator sends the number of the container collected by the trucker to the PCS, and the information is redirected to the shipping agent, updating the booking confirmation. Upon receipt of the empty container from the trucker, the exporter or freight forwarder registers the arrival with the PCS. After the container has been stuffed and sealed, the booking confirmation is updated with the container cargo details, which is also redirected to the shipping agent. The exporter or freight forwarder then designates a customs broker to lodge the export customs declaration. Once Customs vets the declaration and approves the cargo, they'll send a customs release to the PCS, which redirects it to the exporter or freight forwarder. The freight forwarder identifies the trucker in the PCS who will pick up the container from the exporter or freight forwarder facility and bring it to the container terminal operator. When all the terminal gate-in authorizations are validated in the PCS, the trucker can then go through the appointment process. Gate-in authorizations to access the terminal are customs release, booking confirmation, terminal authorization, and trucker identification. When the trucker picks up the container from the exporter or freight forwarder facility, its departure is registered in the PCS and the trucker can proceed to the terminal gate. Once documentation such as the integrity form and police letter are vetted and entries allowed, the terminal operator sends a gate-in report to the PCS. The container may be checked again by customs on the terminal, and once completed, it's then loaded onto the exporting vessel and an update sent to the PCS. After the vessel's departure, an export manifest is generated in the PCS and sent to the shipping agent, while customs is notified. The Jamaica Port Community System, a single window environment, harmonizing and optimizing port and logistics services through automation, improving security, reducing cost, and providing a greater scope for each user to increase competitiveness.